We've got beautiful, bright skies out there this morning. The sun is coming up and shining, but it is cold. 12 degrees out there in Springfield right now. Temperatures have tumbled about 20 degrees from where they were yesterday as Arctic air makes itself very comfortable in the Ozarks. It feels like it is 12 degrees in Springfield. It is 16 in Camdenton, 9 at Lake of the Ozarks, and 14 degrees in Rolla. The winds are fairly calm, so that's helping the wind chills not be much worse than the temperatures. It also feels like 12 degrees in Springfield, and it feels like 9 at Lake of the Ozarks and 6 in Rolla. Of course, these readings in the teens are still very frigid and very cold, so you'll still want to bundle up at the bus stop this morning. Hats, gloves, mittens, and scarves. Dress in layers. Frostbite can occur pretty quick. An improving grade today on that school forecast. Mostly sunny by dismissal, grade of an A-, 43 degrees. Getting better with the temperatures, but still just a little bit chilly. We'll have lots of sunshine out there today. Clear skies tonight and temperatures dipping into the 20s. Tomorrow will be gorgeous. Sunshine, southerly winds, warmer temperatures in the lower 50s. This is the better day of the weekend and really the better day of the 7-day forecast. We'll have rain arrive by Sunday morning, and it's going to hang around through Sunday and into Monday, a soaking widespread steady rain. So rain totals around an inch are pretty likely. We're looking at a limited flood threat because of that. We've got some saturated soils already, so again, expect that rain to arrive by Sunday morning, hang around through Sunday afternoon. Rain totals are 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches possible. Soils are saturated, so be careful near creeks and rivers that may be swollen. Again, Saturday is your better day. Chilly and wet on Sunday. Joe, Lauren.
Purdy city leaders are pitching ideas on how to make their town's train crossings safer. This after a woman was killed Wednesday when her car was hit by a train. Her 2 grandkids were also seriously hurt and are still in the hospital. The Highway Patrol says the woman failed to yield at the train crossing, but the Purdy fire chief says this type of accident has happened before. City leaders say they've spent years working to get guardrails up at those crossings, but are still waiting. And right now, the only safety precautions are the crossbuck sign and pedestrian bell.
This isn't just the second accident that's happened here. We've had 3 accidents at this Washington intersection in less than 2 years, and 4 accidents overall involving a train in just a few, intersections here real close.
So those are 3 separate accidents referenced, but this is the first time that someone has died.
Missouri lawmakers are still looking at how to implement the medical marijuana law that voters approved in 2018. A House Oversight Committee is also looking into complaints about the process for selecting which companies were granted licenses to grow and sell it. Minority Leader Crystal Quaid says she wants to hear more from people who got denied after applying for a license. And House Speaker Elijah Har says he will continue the investigation to make sure the process is done correctly.
I would also like to really hear from those impacted by the chaos that is ensuing around the medical marijuana licensing. I want to hear from those who applied, who got denied, people who are representing clients who are currently, appealing. I think we have a long way to go in this discussion, but I am really happy that we're having it.
We just need to figure out, when decisions were made, who was making those, and try to make sure the process was followed to the best of the department's ability and to the constitutional provisions that the people of Missouri voted on. So we'll continue to investigate, and I assume we'll have a hearing next week.
The House Special Committee on Government Oversight has already held 2 hearings looking into how the medical marijuana program is implemented.
Putting crime into focus for you, a Springfield woman facing 2 felony charges in the death of McKenna Milhan is scheduled to be back in court today. 23-year-old Olivia Vega is expected to be arraigned in a circuit court. Earlier this month, she pleaded not guilty to the charges of tampering with physical evidence. During that same hearing, her bond was reduced from $100,000 to $10,000. Deputies say Vega allegedly helped burn bloody clothes from the crime scene and hid the knife used to stab Milhan. Milhan was reported missing December 22nd of last year. You'll recall her body was found north of Springfield December 30th. Lonnie Williams is also facing a first-degree murder charge in this case. He'll be back in court March 9th for a preliminary hearing there.
Moving on to your education coverage, 1 armed officer at every public school building in Missouri. That's a proposed mandate considered right now by the House Elementary and Secondary Education Committee. It would have retired police, educators, military, veterans, or volunteers serve in paid or unpaid roles. Each officer would be required to complete training. MissouriNet reports the legislation would put an administrator's or employee's job in jeopardy if they failed to ensure an armed officer was on duty. The state has about 2,400 school buildings. Now, the committee has not yet voted on House Bill 1961. This bill is also known as the Keep Our Kids Safe Act.
Another school district in the Ozarks is transitioning to a 4-day school week, as Reed's Spring made the announcement yesterday. The plan was approved at a Board of Education meeting, and the new schedule will start in the fall for the 2020-21 school year. The district says this decision was the result of intense research and input from the community, the staff, and students. A new school calendar is currently being worked on, as the district hopes to have it approved at the next school board meeting on February 26th.
We also have a traffic alert for you. A portion of Division Street will be closed all weekend. Division between Jefferson and Clay Avenue will shut down starting at 7 tonight. The road will not be reopened until Monday morning at 6. City Utilities will be installing a new water main across the road. You can detour along Boonville, Chestnut Expressway, or Sherman.
Now to a story that's positively Ozarks. An area nonprofit hopes to ease the financial burden prom season can bring for some families in need.
Color 10's Nigel McDonald is here to explain how Shine Inc. helps students who need it the most.
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. Attending prom is considered a rite of passage to some, but what happens when your family can't afford to provide you with that Cinderella experience? Well, that's where Shine Inc. steps in to help. Director Amy Gurla says it all started 8 years ago at a coffee shop. Gurla says she thought it would be a neat way to find a way to provide girls in need with dresses for prom. She says she understands how easy a time meant to be filled with joy can turn stressful for families who are strapped for cash. For the first few years, the group opened up and shopped at churches and local businesses on one Saturday during prom season. Gurla says last year was the first time the nonprofit was able to have a permanent location. She says Shine Inc. truly is a community and even an area-wide effort.
I've never heard a no. Everybody has wanted to help. I just had a dry cleaner offer free dry cleaning, and he just took 40 dresses that I have sitting at his dry cleaning company. He's ready to dry clean 40 dresses. It's been amazing, and people have contacted me.
All right, so we are here talking about this and a lot of options that it looks like, but more than just dresses available, right?
Yes, so they are helping students, both male and female, who need help getting their prom fits and their prom attire.
I was out in the newsroom earlier and heard our executive producer taking a call from someone about your story.
Oh.
So the need is great. It's out there, and it opens soon.
Yes, it opens up tomorrow morning, and it will be open every Saturday from 10 to 2 until May 2nd. Also, my story's online. It's in Ash Grove, but if you need the location of where it's in Ash Grove, you'll have to visit our website at ozarksfirst.com.
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
fantastic. A lot of help right there, right?
We also, have a few trends this morning.
Yeah, we've got one that we can get to here. The U.S. intelligence community believes Russian President Vladimir Putin is trying to interfere in this year's U.S. presidential election. We saw this story break last night. CBS News was reporting about this, saying that security told members of Congress in a very secret briefing that Russia is working on this.
Russia and President Trump are denying all claims of that. We also, on a Friday, we love to end you on a happy note, but the whole world right now is really talking about how their hearts are broken for a boy in Australia, a student who talks about the effects of being bullied. It is sensitive. This is a video from our sister station in Northwest Arkansas also talking about it. If you Google it, you'll find it pretty easily, but he talks about he wants someone to stab him in the heart, to kill him because he's bullied so severely every day.
That is terrible. It's just gives you chills just how terrible that is.
Got to spread some kindness out there, people, all right? There we go. Let's get a little bit of weather real quick, huh?
We've got temperatures a little bit chilly today, 43 degrees by dismissal with sunshine.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Have a good weekend.